Hello, everyone. I thought there was only one game we could play today, and it would be known as Phoenix Wright. Let's let this shit load real quick. Oh, I don't even have the music started. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's play this one. Damn it. Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin it on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an intern. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Yeah. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been... oh, excuse me. Alright. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, it's shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please, state the name of the defendant in this case. It must be Mia. No, it's Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. Ow. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I knew this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover this so many times. It's... wait. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? Of course, I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Alright, check the court record. Alright, so it must be Cindy. No, Cinder Block. That's it. And Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... oh, fuck. Let's see. Time of death was July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Poisoned. Yeah, it was poisoned. Nah. Alright. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Tinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Alright, statue was added. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added to during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. It's obviously cinder block. Yeah, it must have been cinder block. I know I got that one wrong. I must have gotten it wrong. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Here we go. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I was dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's to you anyways? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dump. In fact, we had completely abandoned you. And she had completely abandoned you. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude. No way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men, who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see that what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Hey, tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Yeah, let's stop him from answering. My client had no idea of the victim. The victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Oh, I got that wrong. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. Oh, damn. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you? Or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? have him answer. I know, I'll send him a signal. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Oh, fuck. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh, what you gotta say now? Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank saw it to the stand. Mr. Japanese. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Alright, first testimony. Here we go. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like this. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Or per usual. Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Alright. What exactly am I supposed to do? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Or is your client really guilty? Oh, I just said that twice, didn't I? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Worse, worse. Oh, whatever. Cross-examination. Let's do this. Alright. So he was a door-to-door newspaper guy. Can't be anything wrong with that. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Let's press him about that. Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Alright, so there's nothing important about that. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Pressing real quick about that. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? Unable to go inside. I like it when I forget something. Building was out from noon to 6. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th. Alright, there's nothing there. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. How could he know that if he didn't go inside? No, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using it to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? What the hell? Hold on a second. No. Alright, you win this round. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. What time did you call again? Oh, 1 o'clock? No, that's impossible. Yep. You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Yeah, contradicts the autopsy. The time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this time gap? Yeah, tell us, Saw It. Tell us. Explain the gap. Merely forgot the time? Oh, really? Why were you so certain, Mr. Saw It? Way to put him on the spot? Oh, thanks, Mia. Point out contradictions? I think I've learned that. Oh? You remember, Mr. Saw It? Alright, let him give it again. Have him spit more lies. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yes, I know what to do, Mia. I've got this one. You got it? Do you got it? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying it. Probably coming. That's impossible, Mr. Saw It. I'm sorry. Wait, no, I'm not. Because there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this proves it, Mr. Saw It. Well, what, Mr. Saw It? Thank you, Judge. I have a good point. Oh, you remember now? I agree with the judge. You need some accurate testimony. They really are. Your credibility's going down. Distraught? Yes. He is very distraught right now. Shocked to finding the body? Alright, one more. You get one more shot. Mr. Saw It. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Would it, Mr. Judge? Alright. Another cross-examination. I'm pressing you. Very suspicious mistake. See how you'd be a little doubtful. Only just remembered it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? There sure was. The murder weapon? The table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Yeah, it is a little fishy, isn't it, Mr. Wright? Let's go back one. There's one problem with your testimony there. Table clock doesn't have any numbers on it. Yeah, it was a statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? You're right, Mr. Phoenix. Mr. Wright? Who do I think I am? I'm the fucking lawyer. Putting contradictions in your ass. If I may. What you got to say now, Mr. Payne? The statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You must tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yes. Yes, I do. I have total problems with it. Only way he could have known is if it was in his hand. But he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Only way he would have known is if he went in. I gotta prove if you went in? Is that right, Mr. Stott? I can prove you were the one who killed her, man. I can prove you killed her. And it was the shock that told you the time. Please continue. Alright, you got it, Judge. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim, that voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Baseless conjecture? Baseless? Just look at his face. He knows what I said was the truth. Did you strike the victim with the clock? Huh. What the fuck, Mr. Saw It? You throw your hair at me? He should burn, give him death. I'm sorry, Mr. Saw It. You should burn. Evidence supporting the defense's claim. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding it. Give me the clock, Judge. I think it's 8:25. Yeah, that is a strange way to announce the time. What are my conclusions? Just tell me the time now. 11:25. That's a bit off of the time, isn't it? It's 3 hours slow. So, Mr. Saw It, talk your way out of this one. Do it, bitch. While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. How am I going to prove it? I lack the evidence? I think not. You can't let me indict the witness, unfortunately. Treat me like a criminal? A criminal? You lawyers are all slime. Yeah, I almost had him, Mr. Wright. We almost had him. Nothing I can do about it now. Is Mia gonna jump in now? Don't throw it away. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Always time down into facts. No. Why was it 3 hours slow? Yes. Why was it 3 hours slow? No, I can't. yes, I can. I must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Let them have it. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record. Tough words. Alright. Alright, take a look.
Take that!
There's only one way to point it out here. Difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. It wasn't 3 hours slow. The clock was 9 hours fast. You got that, Mr. Sott? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah, you go down, bitch. Wanna be a man? Then admit it, Mr. Did It. Certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds defendant Mr. Larry Butts not guilty. Yeah, get that cheering for me. And with that, court is adjourned. Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and smack. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ugh, still can't believe we won. Congratulations. Oh, thanks, Chief. I owe it to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles, man. It's been a while since I have seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking so happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, no, that's bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy, she's gone forever, man. Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, was this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? Well, I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing for me for a fool. Just makes me want to cry. Larry? Are you sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friends? Something that proves how she felt about him? There's only one thing she could be talking about. Proof positive. You weren't just some chump. To her. What about the clock? This is the clock you made, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Make of it as you will, Harry Butts. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really. Thanks. Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Hopefully you realize things change depending how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I think so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer? Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it. Over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry, would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright. Oh. Alright, that was a complete episode, I guess. Damn, that took a lot out of me. Well, let's go ahead and just say that was a full episode right there, okay? So, and this has been Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And it's also been Luigi the Green. Until next time, see ya.